dedicated to my knowledge of what I saw in there. There are a few, the qualifications, they didn't have anybody that's dedicated just to funding.
Any questions?
No, motion.
Call for a motion by Art Carino, second by, Art Garza. All those in favor, please say aye. Motion carries unanimous. Moving on to item number 9G.
Discuss and consider a master agreement with I3 Verticals LLC to continue the interlocal agreement, to include the interlocal agreement between Sulphur Springs Police Department, Franklin County Sheriff's Department, Office, and the City of Pearsall Nicholas Dillon Municipal Court Judge.
This is the municipal judge, and he will discuss this.
Good evening, everybody. You want the long version or the short version?
Short. For this one, we also have Representative Mark Soto.
Yeah, Mark Soto with the Net Data is on there via Zoom. Appreciate you being here, Mark. I'm gonna
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. Okay. This contract, we don't sign it now. It's 3 years, right? When I started almost 3 years ago, it was a little over 5,000. Right now, the quote is at 8,000. And with my understanding, that would lock it in at that price. And the way we're right now, we're operating year by year. So if there's any fluctuation, you know, it gets added on there. Okay.
What was the current pricing? I'm sorry, what was the current pricing?
If we got the right one, 8,400.
Right now.
That's for the contract right now.
Where's the contract go? Right now, what we're using right now, what is it?
Well, right now we're on a year to year.
Okay.
Because this contract, when it was signed, I saw some that were from 2018. There were 3-year contracts, and if it wasn't signed, it continuously ran for another year without either parties signing or
There's a rollover.
yeah, pretty much. So it kept us going. And this is pretty good for what I've read. If y'all got the I3 public sector master agreement. It's basically one company that has all the smaller companies under their umbrella, which is Nat Data, iTickets, GHS Collections, and so forth and so on. Each one has their contracts. Basically, it also covers 9G for the DPS failure to appear. You know, that's a program that when people fail to pay their tickets, they get reported to DPS. DPS will place a hold on their driver's license until that defendant takes care of the tickets that are owed, whether it's in the city, county, wherever. And it allows us, if they come in, to go into that program and print out where they have pending tickets, whether it be here in Frio County, Bexar County, Floresville, you know, wherever the case may be. You know, it's a nice service to provide to citizens that are trying to get back online.
So you're saying this is 8,000 per year? It locks it in for how long?
I think it's 3 years.
That's for the first year?
Any pricing for subsequent
Yeah.
years will not exceed 5%
5%.
increase,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So it could be increased 5%.
It could, but like I said, you know, we're talking about, you know, a little close to 3 years ago when I started, it was at a little over 5,000. But it's a good program. It's been working. It meets the requirements for the City of Pearsall Municipal Court. It takes a lot of burden off of not only me, but the clerk. They send out all the notices, the pre-warned notifications, which is a friendly reminder to people that, you know, some forget, some procrastinate. But they, you know, the moment they get that little card, you know, they're trying to come in and take care of it. So pretty much with that said, I'm a firm believer, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it, you know, it's working. It's working, it's been working fine, and we haven't had any issues. Net Data's been really good. Whether we need to get with that program, iTech, and go, hey, we need to run a batch of, you know, FTAs, KPS, or, you know, they'll like, hey, this is the way you do it, and they'll walk you through it, and, you know, we can get a lot done.
Mark is the sales rep for,
He's a sales rep for the South Texas area. He likes to come by and drop in when he's down here and just say hello and see if we have any other needs that, you know, haven't been met, or any way they can improve. And, you
Would
know,
Mark be willing to, change the 1 year to a 3 year?
Well, and this is the master agreement. I don't know, Mark, can you answer that?
Yes, I just saw that, and I just got a copy of that, and I apologize, I saw that says 1 year, but I can have them change that to a 3, and send that back to you guys, you know, tomorrow or the next day, something like that.
Just approve conditional.
And I think it should have been a 3, I'm pretty sure that's a typo, I didn't do the contract, obviously, but I just saw that when I was reading through it, and I believe that should be a 3, normally we don't do renewals for 1, so I'm pretty sure that's not correct.
Oh, so you're saying we can do a 5?
Well, we better stick with the 3 for now.
I think we're getting confused. The one is when the contract's in limbo and we never sign, so it'll just roll over year by year. Yeah, without
That's
any,
correct, Judge. That's correct, Judge.
without any party having to do anything.
With that being said, is there any further questions from the council?
Motion.
So we have a motion from R. Garza
Second.
with the conditionals that it will be a 3 year.
3 years.
Second from, Councilwoman Trevino. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those? Unanimous, motion was unanimous, motion has passed. We'll move on to item number
I got a question.
9I. Or go ahead.
Okay, who's signing the contract? Okay, that's all I needed to
No,
know.
we're gonna get the revised one. so-
Yeah, no, okay.
So 9G and 9H are together? Do they go together?
No, we're going with 9H now, right?
Okay. James?
9H,
Yeah.
go ahead. This was 9G.
Yeah, no, but I think it's, isn't that incorporated in there, Mark? Or is it a separate?
This is the.
No, that'll be incorporated in there, Judge. I'm not sure why that was a separate line item on y'all's
Yeah,
agenda. That'll be
The
incorporated.
reason they're separate is because they're interlocal agreements. You're signing separate interlocal agreements.
So we have to do another motion then?
Okay, so do I want, 9H, can you please, call that out, Crystal?
Sure. Discuss and consider entering into an interlocal cooperation contract with DPS for failure to appear program.
With that being said, is there any further questions? Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Make a
Motion
motion.
by R. Garza, second by, Councilwoman Hernandez. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Aye.
passes unanimous. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir, thank you,
Thank you,
Mark.
Judge and council members. Thank you so much.
Moving over to 9I.
Discuss and consider resolution number 2024-0601, appointing qualified individuals to the Ethics Commission.
I would move forward to the city clerk. Did anyone find anyone?
She, yes, Councilwoman Rachel Garza went ahead and she sent me her. The only thing I'm asking for right now is, the name, and then if you all can just text me the phone number in private, so I can get in contact with them with their name and physical address.
Any names?
Crisco,
Yes, ma'am?
I have Marisela De Leon.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Rachel, or, Mr. Trevino?
Grace Medina.
Grace Medina?
Anyone
Dr.
else?
Oscar Garza.
Yes,
Oscar
ma'am,
Garza.
here's down. Okay, number 4.
Can they be related to us or they can't?
What was that?
Can they be related to us or they can't?
No, they could, anyone.
Okay,
Yes.
then, I will say Sylvia Patterson.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Okay, and the 5th?
That'll be it. Do we need a motion for this?
Do so. Yes, sir.
Motion. May I have a motion to approve these
Motion to
individuals? I have a motion by R. Trevino, second.
Second.
Second by,
I'll second.
Councilwoman Hernandez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimous.
Okay, just to notify everybody, we do have 3 vacancies on this. We only have 4 individuals that have
If
been
we have
appointed.
another person, can we nominate them as well, or no? Or we can just have them contact you all?
We already closed it, right?
I believe on that you could, but on that end, I think the council some time back had agreed that each member would have.
One.
a
With the
voting out.
exception of the mayor, because he's not a
With the
voting
exception
member.
of the mayor, that's correct.
So you're lacking 3.
I'm lacking 3. I would need one for Ms. Aurora Garza, Tiffany Talamantes, and then Mayor Pro Tem James Leal. So if you 3 can go ahead and think of someone and bring it back maybe the July meeting? Oh, Frank?
I have a name, but she's never.
He's not a qualified
Just
voter
say
here. She's served before.
I don't really.
Yeah, that's right. James?
I'll get back to you on
Secretary
that.
James?
Moving on to item number 10, review of paid bills. Anyone have any questions?
No.
They're already paid, so. General announcements.
Some announcements.
Brett?
Yeah, just wanted to make sure the council remind you, I'll remind you, Crystal, or somebody that I'll remind you again, June 18th, we have a meeting, the TERS board has a meeting. We will be coming to the council probably in July to discuss that. The TERS board has not met, it's been several months, but we are gonna meet to discuss 3 or 4 items. June the 25th, we have a meeting with TxDOT. We've had a meeting, actually, we met with TxDOT on June the 4th. As a council, I would ask that you guys, we'll ask them at some point to probably come and give a presentation. They're doing a feasibility study on I-35. There's some good things in the feasibility study, but there's a lot of movement going on right now with, I'll give you an example. The engineer, the district engineer for TxDOT said their budget a few years back was $600 million for this region, the San Antonio offices. Right now, they're sitting over $5 billion, and that's millions to billions. So there's a lot of money, a lot of things that are happening, studies, and so I want to make sure that the council's aware that we are meeting with them and trying to make sure that they hear us. To the judge's point, that is something that we need to make sure that we're vigilant of what TxDOT is doing, not just TxDOT, but other agencies as well. We have a meeting with the school district, with TxDOT on the 25th. That's to discuss the street light. I believe they're looking for a street light right here on Oak, and there's some other things we want to discuss with them. Budget meetings begin July the 2nd. So get ready. There'll be quite a few meetings in July. July the 4th, we have the event. July 4th event, we believe we're gonna make it work. There may be some, we're trying as best we can to coordinate everything, but we do have to rely on the school district. We did agree to have it out there, well, the consensus was to have it out at the swimming pool, so we'll continue that, this year. And, we're just hoping the pool and everything else with it, runs. We're gonna try to get some food trucks out there. Fireworks show's gonna be around 15 minutes. The event will be 6 to 10. We should be getting a posting out probably this coming.
Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow
We're finalizing.
on that, and so, there'll be some limitations as far as the pool from what I understand, but we should be able to do a little something with what the time we had to do it and planning for it, so.
Mr. Reyes, I have a question, and it's on a different level. The Chamber of Commerce, and just for sake, because like Dr. Garza's opening his business downtown, how do they get on there? Do they have to, the president has to do that, or can you go, because they have a lot of good ideas. Since nothing's moving right now, I would love them to be on them.
They are scheduled, the chamber is scheduled to be here July the 2nd. We've sent them an email. They're scheduled to be at the budget meeting on July the 2nd. So that'll be maybe a time to ask, see how things are going. Of course, the budget, they should have a budget to the council we will get it out to you as soon as we get it. But we will have that meeting on July 2nd. They've been invited, they will be here. So it's a good time to ask, but that's a good question. They probably should answer it to give you some understanding. July 17th, again, we have another meeting with TxDOT. We have a meeting with the district engineer. Our consultant, Ernie, has set that meeting up with TxDOT. I believe we're meeting, I want to say in San Antonio, the mayor and I, and maybe another person would be good if we can meet with a group of people. But we do have interest, as I pointed out, with TxDOT, because there is a lot of money that when the meeting we went to on the 4th.
When is that for?
July the 17th. That's what the district engineer does. So the way this TxDOT structure works, it's a district engineer, your area engineer, and then the maintenance folks and other engineers under the area engineer. But anyway, we have a meeting there, and so all we're trying to do is make sure we hear our interest, service roads, some of the things. They are looking, TxDOT, so you'll know, this is my understanding, the feasibility study that they're looking at is, and this is from Dilley to Pearsall, Dilley to San Antonio, I wanna say 410, making it a 6-lane. So they're looking at 6 lanes. Again, all this is years in the making, so it's not gonna, again, it's not gonna happen tomorrow. But they are looking at the feasibility, and then they're asking additional requests that we have. We've been asking, as you all know, we've been asking for service roads, and that is part of the feasibility, it's in there now, the actual, feasibility for service roads along, along 35, where we've been, I think it's about a 3-mile stretch. So that's all part of it. A lot of stuff going on, and the money, this $1.2 trillion the thing that the Biden administration passed, there's a lot of money still out there that we just need to make sure they don't forget about us.
Do we have any updates on the economic summit?
That is, yes, that's another one that we're I think, the consultant is working, firming up something with our congressman. We're looking at a venue for that, we'll share the venue with the council. But I still need to firm up the date. It is July, but he had asked on that, and I'd talked to him last week and asked him what date we had nailed down, and he hasn't given me a date yet, but it will be in July. But I will keep you updated as I.
If we can get that summit going prior to everybody jumping on to their budgets, even at the state and national level, so we can throw our pitch out there,
Yep.
please, for some of these grant funding. It's something that, we don't want to drop the ball on. That's something that I think is critical to our rural community, so I don't want to make sure.
We will have, part of the discussion we'll have is to that end, yes, so that'll be included. On that front, we're also looking at, Ms. Moran, I think what we presented some things to you. You have about two developments that are going on in the church zone. So the 2 developments are gonna be the Refuel and the Lindsay project. So that's part of the reason that we wanna meet with the church group and make sure that we start identifying projects. I have some in my mind that I'd like to see, but I will leave it to the elected officials and other appointed folks to see. But there is some movement with some of this. So anyway.
Ram,
Council, I just wanted to give you a FYI for the summer youth program or the summer rec program. We've got movies in the park this Friday, the 14th, at the pool, with a movie and of course the pizza and the soft drinks and big giveaways. We're gonna do that twice in the month of June. I think I got it on the 14th, and I'll come back on the 28th. And in July, we'll have two Fridays also, one at the pool and then one at the sports complex. So,
June 14th
spread
at
out.
the pool?
Excuse me?
June 14th is at the pool?
The 14th, yes,
From what time to what time?
it's from 7 to 10. So spread the
Thank you,
word.
Fran.
She said thank you.
You should say thank you, you're welcome.
Thank you, Ram.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Okay. Sorry.
any further?
Yes, we are changing the bill layout, for the citizens, so with this, a newsletter, the monthly newsletter will be attached. This is to reach all of our citizens in an effort to better communicate with everyone.
Good job, Bianca. Good job.
We would like for them to be in color so they're more fun, but this is what we're doing. We're just trying to save money. But this is what we're working with. What we're also going to be doing right now, we're under the redesigning process for our new website, which is why we're doing the pictures and stuff like that. Everything that we're doing, it takes time. But we will be doing the newsletter to where, once they log on our website, that's the first thing that they're gonna see before they can access our page. That way we know that the information has in fact been acknowledged, and we can avoid all the miscommunication.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Bianca.
Yes,
Good job, Fred.
thank you.
Any other announcements?
You
did
gotta
that
leave
to
those
leave
in.
now.
With all that being said, may I have a
Wait,
motion?
what happened to all the staff reports?
We have it in our package. If you have any questions
Okay.
or concerns, deal with Fred, and he'll deal with you and the department head.
Yeah,
And you can discuss it. is, did I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion at 7:42. Y'all have a nice night.
You didn't say y'all had a favor.